My name is Maggie Finch. I'm from the Cashmere FFA chapter, and I'm the District 7 Star Farmer. So my dad is an ag teacher at Cashmere. So since 3rd grade, I started showing pigs, but ever since I was little, I've always been around pigs. And so yeah, in 3rd grade, I started showing them and just raising them as market hogs. And then in 7th grade, I got my first sow from Shipley Swine Genetics out of Ohio. So I bought her with my money that I've gotten from raising market hogs. So my dad and I have always been really competitive kind of together with showing market hogs, and we've bought them from a bunch of different breeders around the area. And the market hog industry can be pretty expensive, especially if you're trying to be competitive. And so I just really wanted to try to make my own that were affordable while being competitive. So that's really what got me into it. So my first sow and the first couple litters, I had connections through my dad with the FFA chapter, so all of my pigs pretty much just stayed local in the FFA chapter. But then as I got established and people kind of saw how my litters were turning out and that they were pretty good, I was able to develop some pretty good relationships with FFA chapters across the state, such as Quincy, Sumner, Asotin, and then some just single people who wanted to buy pigs. And so now I kind of have, each season I already have people lined up who are ready to buy them, so that's been really nice. So I begin each season with heat detection of all of my sows, and I keep really strict schedules and track of what their heat cycles are looking like, just so that I know when they come into heat around that time when the perfect time for breeding them will be, just so that I'm most successful. And once they are in heat and I actually artificially inseminate them, I'm able to do that by myself. And then probably the next thing that we do has to do with the parturition process once they're actually in the farrowing crate. So I can assist with the whole process, which is delivering them, and if they have trouble with dystocia, so I pulp the piglets if they need help. And then obviously the whole process of tying navel cords, clipping teeth, clipping ears, and just helping them get situated with the sow. I'm also able to castrate all of the male piglets once they're about 2 weeks old. So after I've selected my market hogs, when they're about a month or 2 away from the show, I get them out of the pen, and sometimes they just go crazy. They usually do the first couple times. And I know people a lot of times worry about them running away, but they're pigs and they want to eat, so they'll always come back. But that's usually what I have always done, is just get them out as early as possible. And slowly, they're pretty smart. They start learning how to listen and how to respond. And once you've kind of established like authority with them, then it's pretty easy to train them. And then I start working on endurance and going for time and trying to get them just as ready for the show as possible. I would say the biggest thing I've learned is just overall grit and being able to like work through things, because there's definitely been times throughout my project where I've had things go really wrong, especially when it comes to sows and parturition, and spending a lot of money on a sow and putting a lot of time into her. That's just taught me that sometimes no matter how much you put into something, things can still go wrong, and I've just learned how to get through things like that and just keep moving forward.
Congratulations, Maggie Finch, District 7 Star Farmer.